I'm the Angry Librarian, and today I'm going to be looking at Danny Wallace's Who is Tom Ditto? The book follows character Tom Ditto, who is basically a news reader at a London-based breakfast radio show. That was a mouthful. When one day he comes home to find a note from his girlfriend Hayley telling him that she's gone away but she hasn't left him and that he should just carry on his life as normal. But how can Tom carry on as normal after a note like that? After he finds out that basically everyone apart from him knew that Hayley was going to leave. And things just keep going from bad to worse when Tom finds out Hayley was actually having regular meetings with a man somewhere known simply as The Place. And if that wasn't bad enough, Tom quickly realises he's actually being followed everywhere he goes. Now I sympathise with Tom 100%. I know exactly what he's going through and I could basically predict how he was going to behave and be affected on the next page before I even turned it. But how, Mr. Bookshelver? How could you possibly know? Have I come home from work one day in the past to find that my loved one has left, leaving nothing but a cryptic note behind? Before answering my calling as a librarian, did I moonlight as a newsreader for a local radio show? Is my name actually Tom Ditto? Of course not, don't be stupid. I just know what it's like to be stalked. Ever since becoming a librarian, I've known exactly what it feels like to be followed around, observed, pursued by overeager shadows. Well, actually, it's more like clingy, creepy customers, but you get the gist. Any career involving working with members of the public involves certain risks. You've got infectious diseases, malignant odours, and unwanted small talk of the creepy kind. When you work with the public, you work with them all, and sadly that includes the oddballs, the freaks, the ne'er-do-wells. However, it is an angry librarian fact that librarians are 25 times more likely to attract these loonies than anyone working in any other customer-based service. And why is this? I mean, do these people just mistake good customer service as a sign of kinship? Is the phrase "have a nice day" secretly code for "meet me out back for a fondle behind the bins"? Do these people just see librarians as beings of pure perfection, each one an Adonis in their own right? I mean, what's wrong with these people? By the way, I just left that pause there because I knew some of you out there would be shouting at your screens, "Yes, Craig, you're a librarian and good God are you sexy." And to those of you that didn't say anything, well, I'm not bothered, I'm not shallow, I don't need your love and adoration. I mean, you know, I'm fine, it doesn't affect me at all. No, quiet, you don't need to give me any flattering now. No, it's too late, I'm not listening to you. Yes, librarians know all about stalking, and not just because we've got books on the subject, it's just because the librarians all over the world, like Tom Ditto, know what it's like to be followed wherever we go. In the past, I've been followed around by a teenage boy who became besotted with yours truly, simply because I saved him from a group of bullies. Thank you for the applause, it's well deserving, yeah. On this occasion, the stalking was pretty harmless. He followed me around a little bit, he was always in the building, trying to talk to me wherever, and then, you know, eventually he got over it. There are, however, much more serious incidents that have occurred. Last year, I pretty much ran a beginner's IT course for the elderly, and boy do I mean beginner. This is a mouse. This is a laptop. This is a pen. And it just went on and on and on and on and on and on and on. To be honest, it wasn't actually all that bad. That was until I met Joan. Now, Joan was, how shall I say, a pretty eccentric old lady who liked young men, me in particular, and wasn't afraid to let me and anyone else around know about it. Have you ever had that thing where someone tells you about an incident that happened to them which was kind of creepy and they described how it made their skin tingle? Well, I finally know what that feels like. That sensation can be achieved by having an ex-Las Vegas showgirl who's got more wrinkles than an aged elephant's ball sack after it's been in the bathtub for several hours, getting her leather-gloved clad hand, stroking you across the face and calling you her little angel. Ugh. Every time she comes into the building, I have to hide. I just can't take facing her anymore. And you know, on the odd occasions when I can't get away from her, I end up having conversations with her that go pretty much like this. "Hello, Craig, I just had my nails painted." "Oh, have you? Well, that's nice. I've just got to go shelve these books. Do you want to know what colour I asked them to use?" "Good Lord, have you seen the size of that queue? I really should go help get rid of some customers. Sorry, it's called Hooker Red." "Oh, how lovely for you. I've just got to go pop up back and swallow a few dozen pills." I even tried to make her lose interest in me by telling her that I have a boyfriend who I love very, very much and I live with him and I couldn't be happier, he's the only person for me. And she just turned around and called me a bastard. I mean, who the hell lets this old woman out of the house on her own? She should be with someone 24/7. And for the record, that person should not be me. Now, there are two reasons why I haven't just quit my job after meeting this woman. One, she doesn't come in very often, and two, there are much worse abominations who come in disguised as customers. Enter Lurk-a-Lot. This is a man whom, upon entering the library, will then leave it and then re-enter it about a bajillion times. For some unknown reason, he seems to think that every member of staff within my library are his nearest and dearest friends, especially if you happen to be a woman of the female variety. Dealing with this man is so horrific that the staff there actually have systems in place to help each other out. If you see that a colleague has been trapped by Lurkio, you instantly run to the nearest phone the phone that's nearest to them, and then fake an inquiry that only they can solve. There are, however, times when answering the phone is not an option. Your brain has been turned to mush because you've been attacked and bombarded by so much inane conversation and lashings of spittle that you can't remember how to pick up the phone. When this happens, every other member of staff knows to run to the nearest tannoy announcement system and ask for that poor, distressed, bewildered member of staff to come out back to safety. I mean, nothing works. You can be as rude as you want to this man without getting the warning, and even go one further, and he doesn't get the hint. To him, it's just friendly banter. He knows you like him because there was that one time when you looked at him from the corner of your eye for a second when he walked through the door. This man is like some weird cross between the Borg and Liam Neeson from the Taken films. Resistance is futile, and he will find you, and he will make you suffer. His most annoying quality, however, is the fact that he's so contrite about everything. I mean, every other word that worms its way from between his drooling lips is sorry. I mean, I've never known one word to cause so much pain to so many people. Sorry. That's how it sounds! On repeat, constantly, every time he comes into the building. Sorry. Actually, that impression was pretty bad. To get it just right, you have to mutter the word sorry repeatedly whilst awkwardly shuffling away. Sorry. 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 You know what? I'm going to have to stop it there, guys, because I'm spending way too much of my time off work talking about these cretins. Tomodayo, I feel your pain. These people are evil, insufferable, a pox upon the face of the earth. The only thing these people are good for is going into your local library and boosting their attendance numbers. And I'm a fucking librarian, and I don't think that's enough to allow these monstrosities to live. I'm the Anglo Librarian, that was the book, I'm sick of being followed, and if I hear one more person say sorry to me, I'm just going to kill them, and I won't be sorry about it.